Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today we are going to do a versus video. So today I'm going to do a versus for the StarCraft heat transfer paper. This uses your inkjet printer ink and the Chromoblast ink. This is a special ink that's kind of like sublimation and has its very own paper. So I'm going to put these head to head to see how similar they are. So let's go ahead and get started. These are the two designs that we are using today. Both of them will be linked down below for you guys. So one of them is on StarCraft, as you guys can see here, and then the other one is on the Chromoblast paper. So this one uses special Chromoblast ink, which uses the Sawgrass printers, the same printers that you use for the Sawgrass sublimation. You would use the Sawgrass SG500 or 1000 for this. So it's a special ink and paper. To get started with this, you're looking around $550 to $600 to get started. So for this one here, you can get a 10 pack for around $15.99 or a 25 pack for around $35. So if you do $35, you're looking around a little over $100 to get started with 100 sheets, where 100 sheets of this to get started would be close to that $600, but you would continue to be able to have more ink, so you'd be able to continue to print those off. So I think that, if you want to get started and don't have to purchase a special printer, you can use your inkjet printer. So regular inkjet ink you can use with the StarCraft. So you simply just need to load this paper in and print it out mirrored. So you're going to mirror both of these. So that's the similarity with these as well. You're going to mirror both of these before you print them. So that's also the same, and then they have the same settings. They're both 375 for 30 seconds, and then both of them, we're just simply going to place them face down, peel them while they're hot. So like I said, one is with that Chromoblast, one is with your inkjet printer. Settings are the same, so let's go ahead and get started. Now today I'm going to be using the pink craft press. This is from Stahls, and I got mine from Heat Transfer Warehouse. We'll have a link down below for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. You can definitely use your Cricut Easy Press for this. You can use your bigger heat presses, but today I want to go ahead and put to test this little craft press. I'm going to do that in the next days coming, and we'll do some verses so you guys can see clamshell versus swing away. So let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we need to go ahead and preheat our garment just like usual. Now, one of these is, horizontal, one is vertical. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one here because it's going to be easier to load since this is a smaller press. So I'm going to go ahead and get my tote bag on here. All right, so now that I have that on there, I'm going to go ahead and pre-press this just for a few seconds to pull out any moisture as well as smooth everything out. Now, when you're working with both of these materials here, make sure that you lint roll first because that lint can get trapped underneath here, and then you're going to be able to see it. So we've already done that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my design here, and I'm going to go ahead and get it right on my press. So I want to make sure, because this press is pretty close to the same size of this paper, I'm making sure that everything is on the press. I'm ready to go. I'm going to press this. I could cover it with a parchment paper, 375 for 30 seconds. All right, so we're going to go ahead and quickly open this. Now you want to peel this very fast. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move that away and peel. So as you guys can see here, it looks great. Super easy to work with. You're just going to peel it nice and hot. And this was the inkjet ink. So let's go ahead and set this one out of the way and let's try the Chromoblast. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and load this one this time in this direction. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Same thing, we want to go ahead and pre-press this just for a few seconds to remove any sort of wrinkles as well as any sort of moisture. So around 5 seconds or so. We're going to lift that back up. Now we are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and line this up. Once again, I'm making sure I'm getting it in position because it is the same size as my press pretty much. All right, so once I have that where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and drop my press down, 375 for 30 seconds. So while we wait for that one to press, we'll go ahead and look at this one more time. So I do think I lost a little bit of my purple here. I may have needed to bring my pressure up just a little bit here, but I think it looks great. It does have a little bit of texture to it. So I think this is very comparable to the Chromoblast. All right, same thing, we're gonna lift it up and we need to peel very fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get a corner and peel. There you guys have it. So you guys can see how nice that is. So this is the Chromoblast, as you guys can see. Once again, I've got a little bit of texture here. One way that you can smooth this texture back down is you can actually lay a piece of parchment paper back on top, press it again for around 2 seconds, and that will definitely smooth some of that down a little bit more. But I think both of these have like a screen print feel, and I think they both work very similar. I definitely think I needed a little bit more pressure with the StarCraft. But I think both of these, if you guys are wanting to get into some transfers, very similar to that Chromoblast, you could definitely do the StarCraft and get in there for, like I said, for around $15.99, 10 sheets. So if it's something that you're only going to be doing a few times, you know, you guys want to do 100% cotton, or maybe you want to do those darker garments and things like that, this would definitely be an option to do over sublimation. So it has that sublimation look to it. So I think both of these definitely give you the vibes of sublimation, but they're done with the heat transfer paper and the Chromoblast. So I hope you guys have found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.